be there? How are teams going to settle in early on? I liked how Western starts with their top line. Get your best players out there early.
Speaking of best players, Matt Brown, Western Michigan goalie, the Wisconsin transfer. He played it back there. Taken away in the neutral zone. Here comes Brown with speed. He shoots in row with Jeremy Wilmer tried to skate through the entire defense, lost the puck, and here come the Broncos. Jack Perbix, Anaheim Ducks draft pick. Aiden Fulp, the alternate captain, rims it around where Comesso plays it. Zach Tuch took a big hit from Tim Washi. BU on the rush. Quinn Hutson sends it in front, and the shot from the slot whistles wide. Lane Hutson corrals it. One of the most electric players in college hockey. His snapshot blocked, and he lost his lid.
Safety issues there. Lane Hutson not taking long to get in the action. I don't think that was a big hit, just a loose helmet there. But this is what you're going to see from Lane Hutson, his shimming and shaking with those shoulders. It's like you can see, like, okay, you know he's going to, but it is so hard to contain because he's so fast and so agile, and he's not big. I think it benefits him, his size. He's able to elude hits and be so creative with the puck.
He turned 19 years old in February. He's the highest scoring U-19 defenseman in college hockey since some guy named Brian Leach, as that one is.
How'd that work out in his career? Second round talent.
Hudson's 20 in white and red. He or Fensori almost always out there for BU. Slides it across for his brother Quinn. Toward the slot for Tuch. His shot high and wide. Younger brother of Alex Tuch of the NHL. Weber in the corner for BU. Cedric Fiedler, 17 on 17 as Quinn Hutson has the takeaway for the Terrier.
Likes to roll four lines. They're a deep offensive team. Both great offenses. They do it different ways. Western relies on their top line and that secondary scoring from the Granger line. We'll see how that works in matchup play, how BU started their fourth line against this top line, but BU is going to try to roll all four all day long.
Yeah, matching up with the assassin line, which is out there now for Western Michigan. All three of those guys top 14 in the country in scoring. Devin Kaplan with the takeaway for BU. Back to Comesso. Dangerous. Tried to get it to Hutson in the corner. And then Jamie Armstrong taps it along.
He's okay.
Top line out there for Western. Sasson, McAllister, and Poland. Here comes Lane Hutson. Up ahead to Sam Stevens. Stevens with speed sends it in. And
nearly 30 years, and it just makes that much more exciting. You don't know a lot about each other, but you get to compete and figure out what conference is better at the time and where programs are at. I love the non-conference matchups to make things interesting.
And this is a really awesome matchup, right, Cappy? I mean, Firstweiler was saying that these teams are pretty similar. They're both aggressive. They both score a ton, both top 5 in the country in offense.
Yeah, but like I said, they are going to catch you. Whereas Western Michigan relies a little more heavily on their top couple lines. Yes, their third line can bring it as well with Jack Perbix at center. But you look at that top line, all over 40 points for Western Michigan. They're the key cog to this line.
But also potentially a day off in between this game and the regional final, which will be Saturday. Winner here gets the winner of Denver and Cornell, which drops the puck at 5 later tonight on ESPN News. And that one is pitchforked out by the freshman Ryan McAllister. Has been a revelation this year, but it leads to an icing. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for BU.
Yeah, I think you talk about Ryan McAllister, and I think that's what Western Michigan needed to, maybe reload instead of regroup this year. Keep this program moving in the right direction after a record-setting year last year and getting their first NCAA tournament win.
Yeah, it's not a rebuild, it's a reload. That's a common theme for some teams in this region. As McAllister snaps one, blocked. Fulp there, Poland from the sharp angle. And that one's caught in a hurry by Comesso.
I think it's the right decision. I think it was a frozen puck for plenty of time. But maybe the way they decided it was a little different than I saw it coming.
All right, so Hugh Larkin's goal wiped, still scoreless here, approaching the midway point of the first period.
Well,
more drama than a reality TV show.
Well, let's not get there.
I think that's what we're going to have on the road to Tampa. Frozen 4 at Amalie Arena this year, home of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Nice move by Jeremy Wilmer to bring it into the zone. Taken the other way by Trevor Bishop for Western Michigan, who flicks it toward Comesso. Sets it up for Ty Gallagher, a 7th-round pick of the Bruins. And ahead to Zach Tuch. Nice takeaway there by Jason Poland, the captain for Western Michigan. And Sasson in the corner. Flanked by Terriers. Lost it. Here's Quinn Hutson for BU. Glove down by Fulp.
Come down the ice. What a great skate from Dominic Fensori, the captain, to negate that opportunity.
Chad Hillebrand around the wheel it goes for Luke Granger. Granger on the back pass, Cole Gallant. Now Hillebrand. Floating puck controlled by Tenon Brown. Off the wall, Galambos. Hillebrand, quick passing now for Western Michigan. Said Fiedler, back to Galambos. Tried to get it to Gallant for the deflection. His
time kind of turned into a 3-on-2. Kaplan gets to the net. He's wide open in front, but Western able to get back. The
goal. Fensori took a big blow behind it. That's sent toward the net and wide and high.
A rare shift. You have Hutson and Fensori out there together.
Two lethal offensive defense.
Offensive opportunity for Western Michigan.
And the Terriers charging the other way with Zach Tuch. Luke Tuch, sorry. Western Michigan buzzing now. 8 shots compared to 4 for BU. Borgelant's got it along the wall. Shot sent toward Rowe. Jamming away was Armstrong. Now Hutson's got it. And his shot blocked away.
Repeatable early has been their tone, and it's definitely worked here in the second half of the season.
We talked with a couple of players who say they like playing on the road. They get to really spend every minute away from Kalamazoo together. Lane Hutson with a chance and scores! Guess who opens the scoring in the tournament? It's Lane Hutson, the freshman sensation.
It didn't take too long. Good neutral zone play. Get that puck up, and a good forecheck from Ethan Phillips. Gets on that puck, creates a turnover. Great little pass from Phillips out front, and then Hutson slowly creeps into the slot. And you see O'Brien, nice backhand pass, and Lane Hutson beats him. It looks like through the 5-hole and gets the Terriers that all-important first goal. Read a play there is what made him successful. He didn't wait at the blue line. He kind of slowly kept in, then made himself available on the weak side, and then obviously the finish is all that matters, and he buried it behind Rowe.
Pat Ferschweiler, the coach of Western Michigan, coached Hutson in the juniors as we get an offside against Western Michigan. He says he knows all about Lane Hutson, and the college hockey world knows a lot about this guy as well. He only turned 19 in February, and he is just a stud.
Yeah, it really is remarkable. And the amount of minutes now with the McCarthy injury, that are already a little thin on the back end. You were going to see Hutson or Fensori out there the whole game, playing 30-plus minutes, which is not normal for most college hockey players, but these two guys can handle it. And Lane Hutson is that weird dynamic of being your defensive and offensive leader for one of the top scoring teams as a 19-year-old is just truly remarkable, and he hasn't disappointed early on in this game.
Hutson's got it now. When you watch him skate around there, Cappy, what separates him?
His elusiveness and the way he's able to make those little moves and get guys off balance, and then he's so shifty. All he needs is one little opening, and he's going to move past you.
Older brother of Lane, both freshmen, Quinn 2 years older. Kept in by Ryan Green. It was a nice play from the freshman, and back it goes toward the goal line. Again, Green keeps it in. Green tried to dangle. Hutson faked the clap bomb, and out of the offensive zone for BU. Walters in there. His shot goes high. Offensive zone. Lane Hutson tracks it down for BU.
Pucks look to be getting a little sticky and bouncy here late in the period with the ice.
2-minute minors against both teams. 4-on-4. Here's Lane Hutson playing out there with Dom Fensori. No Case McCarthy for BU. Those guys playing even some extra minutes. Our first year with the Broncos. Hilson Dagger on the takeaway. Gallant, nice feed, just missed. The shot came in from Chad Hillebrand. Great passing for Western Michigan.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to go against the grain as Messo came from his right to left. Back.
Berger. Perbix. Perbix at center ice will circle around.
More good back pressure from BU. That time it was Wilmer Scoog coming through the middle. It's really negated a lot of the rush chances.
Behind. Back toward the point. Bauer. Sasson had it taken away. 3-on-1 coming for BU. Fensori in there. Hutson scores! Lane has the second. It's the Hutson.
Defensively rewarded on the offensive end and a great 2-on-1 rush.
It's Quinn Hutson's 15th of the season, matching his little bro Lane. They both came in with 14. Almost like they're related. Wilmer Scoog keeps it in the offensive zone for Beast.
I mean, you got to simplify things as cliche as it sounds, is get pucks in the offensive zone, get physical on their D, but you got to get the puck going in the offensive wings. Right now, everything is.
Lane Hutson was trying to grab the rebound, and here come the Broncos. McAllister and Broncos. McAllister and Poland. This could be danger. Poland scores.
Broncos come the other way. McAllister with patience and what hand-eye coordination. Same way, do they kind of be a little more cautious, you know, because with the way it looked, they don't want to do that.
They're in there again, and the backhand shot is saved. Luke Tuch.
I guess I was wrong. Just right there. But it is something maybe to discuss as you get to the third period. Say this. Are you telling Lane Hutson maybe to be a little more cautious, stay back, and Dom Fensori are you saves 2 Matt Brown breakaways, keeping this team in the game, giving them hope here, and Poland getting them on the board.
Devin Kaplan had that ricochet hard off his stick. Here comes the assassin line again. Sasson centered it.
In the country, you saw that there from 14. He knows how important. He doesn't want his season to end. And a great play on the backs to get back to 5-on-5 play, because you get down 4 here, and it's going to be extremely difficult to get back into this game.
Ryan Green breezes into the offensive zone for BU. Cleared nicely by Western Michigan, and Tim Washi, who you see play a lot on special teams, one of the best face-off guys in college hockey. Here comes Lane Hutson. Across the neutral zone, couldn't connect with Kaplan. And now Hutson on it again. To his brother Quinn, they both scored goals today. Kaplan in the corner. And that's rimmed around.
That's right, like I told you before, I feel like we're lucky to be in the region we're in.
Fensori out there with Lane Hutson. They're top 2 defensemen. Now Quinn Hutson joins that line. Here comes Fensori, makes his move, leaves it back for Lane Hutson. Fensori at the point. Here's Kaplan now in the circle. 2-man advantage. Hutson shot. Kaplan the rebound. And back to the blue line for Fensori. Dominic Fensori. Kaplan. Sit on net. Away toward the boards. Out there on this power play. Lane tape to tape for Kaplan across the zone. Back to Fensori. He waits. He surveys. Nice pass, and Hutson shot blocked away. Sacrificed
Kaplan, and then might have been his skate, but a great block. Good angle here. We're going to see Cam Rowe's got to be the best player for Western here in the third period if they're able to get back in his face-off circle. And Washi.
Ranger released. BU wins the face-off. Hutson dancing. Hutson on the pass. Sharp angle shot from Wilmer. Has a goal today. Lane Hutson. Wilmer. Nice look. Brown just out of his reach. Collects it and leaves it back for Jay O'Brien. O'Brien twisting around. Back to Brown. All over it. Washi. He's an ace penalty killer for this Western Michigan team, and that's out of the zone. Granger in hot pursuit of Lane Hutson. He's back there with Wilmer.
Yeah, you could see right there, Lane Hutson not overly aggressive, trying to keep that puck in. Played it a little cautiously. Maybe a sign of how BU is going to play a little differently in the Tampa to watch. The Frozen Four.
Last time it was there, North Dakota over Quinnipiac. Fulp with a chance, and the shot wide. Luke Tuch gives chase, and there's a Terrier Fulp. Now Poland. Jason Poland breezing around. Drops it for Berger. Carter Berger still has it. His shot well.
Clear pucks out.
Power play expires. Kaplan emerges from the box. Waiting in the neutral zone. There he is, 20 for BU. Lane Hutson, who scored the first goal today. He scored back-to-back goals for BU between the overtime game winner in the Hockey East Championship and then the first one here in the NCAA. Other goals for the Terriers today. Quinn Hutson, Lane's brother. Matt Brown and Wilmer Scoot. Jason Poland has the only one for West.
Of the speed they were going to be missing with him, but you talked about their depth. And I think that's what the best, teams that go well in the NCAA tournaments have the depth. And when you can run four lines out, lose guys like they have, and still compete at a high level, and then win the game like they've done today, just shows how opportunistic they could be and a chance to go into the Frozen Four, and they'll have that chance to.
For a minute left.